Yo, hey guys, we here. How you guys doing today? Let me see. We need to... Yo! Good afternoon. Evening, whatever. I'm very late today. So very sorry about that. We're gonna... I can't go super late, unfortunately, because I have some important cleaning basically to do. I'm dog sitting tomorrow, starting tomorrow. And so, with dog sitting starting tomorrow, I have that thing that, need the house to be at least moderately clean so the dogs don't get into everything, you know? So with that, it's just, I can't do a long stream, even though I was super late, but we gotta play a little bit of Dinosaur with the double Ds. Rather, the Dinosaur. Crazy ass game. Holy shit. Good. I mean, no, I'll say it's a good game. I like this game. I'd suggest it to friends. Maybe not all friends. Like, I don't know that I want everybody to know that I've been playing it, but might be my favorite game of the year, honestly. Anyway, I think because it's a shorter stream, let's get straight into it. So we're gonna... I put my music too low anyway, but... Definitely spicy. It is definitely spicy. It's fun though, like it's goofy. It knows what it's doing. Like, just listen to this beautiful audio track. I did grab a sensor icon just to be safe. But honestly, I don't think it's needed. I think that it's really pretty stream safe. It is worth putting on the mature title tag, you know, because this is not a little kid's game. But it's good. Anyway, let's get into it. Where we left off, Mr. Robson had just died. So that was a very sad moment to end on. But I didn't want to go just a teeny little bit further with Robson having just died. So we're going to play for another hour or two today, and then I have to bail, unfortunately, but... It's now a week later. When the dinosaur walks into the waiting room, she sees the clock on the clock that she's 5 minutes late. This isn't like her at all. Normally she makes sure that she's always on time so that people do not have to wait for her. The dinosaur is clearly still feeling down. She even looks a bit disheveled. She has bags under her eyes, her clothes are not ironed, and you can tell from her eyes that she's been crying not long ago. Don't worry, she's still sexually attractive. Without even realizing he was there, Hunk stands up to comfort her.
Huh? What's going on? Did you make onion hash?
No, it's Mr. Robson. He's down for the count. Hunk's eyes open wide.
Oh no, that's horrible.
His empathy makes her even more emotional, and she collapses into his muscular arms. I love every single one of these. Like, they just change what she looks like every time, and it's always amazing. No art Anyway, when her cheek rests on his veiny bicep, it feels warm. His muscular human arms remind her of those of her cat and pet, Mr. Robson.
I know how you feel.
When he says that, she hears him also getting choked up. It's his fucking ants, isn't it? The dinosaur looks up to see if he's a bitch.
After last week's fall, one of my ants also didn't survive.
The lump in his throat grows audibly. He looks up, points to the sky, and sends an air kiss up.
Please.
What should I say to him? Once again, guys, you can vote using !A or B in chat. I think... Oh no, was it Mike? But what do you guys think? Oh no, was it Mike? Okay, well we have at least one vote there, so plus minus 2.
No, it was Cindy, but still.
The dinosaur says rest in peace while running her thumb across her throat like the Undertaker. Hunk grabs her shoulders and looks into her eyes with a look as if he really means it.
Listen, if you ever need a distraction or just want to talk about it, you can always come to me.
I really appreciate that. But I'm afraid I'm not going to see you anymore after today.
Huh? What do you mean?
She can see on his face that he didn't see this coming. I've decided that today is going to be my last appointment with Dr. Leon. I've been thinking about it for a while now. If I can actually do this. If I can ever be completely open. But now, with the whole Robson thing going on, I don't think I can continue to do this anymore. For a moment, the dinosaur notices panic on Hunk's face.
Never see you again?
With a concerned look, Hunk thinks carefully about what he's about to say next. It's gonna be so inane.
Never see you again. But don't you think right now is actually a good time to try and open up about your feelings? Especially now that you're not feeling well. Don't get me wrong, but no one ever really goes to the therapist for fun.
With all the overwhelming negative feelings over the past week, she hadn't looked at it that way for some reason. She remembers that Hunk and Leon have been nothing but a source of positivity since she met them. She briefly considers sexualizing him, but then realizes that this may not be the most appropriate time. Maybe you're right. That's so sweet of him. I really appreciate that.
And don't take this the wrong way, but this is my number. You can always bother me if you ever want to talk about anything.
He takes a piece of paper and writes down a phone number that consists exclusively of numbers. His phone number? That's so sweet of him. The dinosaur starts to blush. What a long number. And you know what they say about men with long numbers. Thank you. I appreciate that. Then the door to Dr. Leon's office swings open.
And check this out.
Leon storms into the waiting room while pointing at his mouth.
While you were late, I learned to blow saliva bubbles.
The dinosaur blushes again as she watches Leon's sensual lips blow a bubble of saliva that just barely leaves his mouth. The bubble bursts within mere moments.
Hold on. I can't do it anymore now that you guys are watching.
He makes a few more attempts while Hunk and the dinosaur are watching patiently. None of the attempts are very impressive.
Oh, whatever. Come in, the dinosaur.
The dinosaur is sitting slumped in the chair opposite of of Dr. Leon, while her thoughts have now wandered back to the loss of Mr. Robson again. She can hear Leon talking, but what he says doesn't quite register because of her wandering thoughts.
Huh?
With a concerned look, Dr. Leon looks at her from head to toenails and notices the bags under her eyes. Why is he crying?
Had a rough night's sleep?
She snaps out of her wandering thoughts. Oh, yeah, maybe.
You look stressed. Is there a factor that has made you more stressed than usual this past week?
That may be true. My cat, Mr. Robson, passed away last week.
Oh no, that's terrible!
The dinosaur can see his eyes, that it really touches him.
How are you doing? Are you keeping your head above water?
The dinosaur shrugs her shoulders as she feels tears welling up in the corners of her eyes.
I know what it's like to lose a best friend.
The dinosaur looks up at Leon questioningly.
I had a goldfish once. I forgot what his name was. Who also passed away.
The dinosaur looks at Leon emotionally.
I forgot to feed him, you know? And then I just flushed him down the toilet. But the toilet was getting clogged up, so he floated back up to the surface. So I actually had to flush like 3 or 4 times or something.
The dinosaur looks at Leon with a sympathetic look. That must have been very hard for you.
Yeah, the plumber actually charged me more money too, because it happened late in the evening. That was very hard on me. So yeah, I know exactly how you feel. I wish you well.
I really appreciate that. The dinosaur feels a little more understood, and that helps.
I understand it's quite fresh, so let me know when you're ready to talk about it more.
As always, his worm's voice calms her down a little more.
Impactful events, such as the loss of a muscular cat, can not only have a negative impact on your mental health, but also affect your memory. So to test the state of your stress level, I would like to take another memory test today. Nothing intense, just answering some questions. Do you think you can handle that?
What test was it again?
You must be the funny one in your household. Now that you live alone. Alright. I would like you to close your eyes and relax as much as possible.
The dinosaur closes her eyes. She likes it when Leon gives her directions.
I'm going to ask you some questions that will make you feel stupid if you get them wrong, okay?
Okay.
But before we start, I would like to ask you to remember the following number, 1983. Now, let's start. We'll start with an easy question. Do you remember the following? What is the color of my iconic tie?
He doesn't wear a tie.
That's right, I find those things a bit too suffocating myself.
He says as he nearly bursts out of the tightest shirt ever.
Time for the second question. How many chairs are in the waiting room?
3?
Unfortunately, that is wrong. There are 4 total.
I was thinking only the waiting chairs, clearly.
On to the next question. How many framed diplomas are on the wall in my office?
At least 7.
That's wrong, there are 6 of them. If you can't even count the amount of diplomas, I can already guess how many you have hanging on your wall.
Excuse me, I think that medal should count.
Next question. What was the color of your sweet Mr. Robson's collar?
Blue-green. God damn it. The dinosaur takes out the photo that she also shared to Leon during the drawing test.
Oh, I didn't know you didn't love him at all.
Leon's fuck you, Leon.
What is wrong with me? How could I forget? We move on to the next question. What text is on the poster on the right in the waiting room?
Let's see, there was hang it in there is to the left. Right must be relax.
That is correct. Impressive.
He's so hot. It's a pity that he's a fuckwit, you know?
Whatever. Time for the next question. How many weeks have you been coming here now?
We've been coming 6 weeks.
And that's right. Time flies, don't you think? Time for the next question. What is not in the waiting room?
A vending machine.
Fuck. Unfortunately, that's wrong. The correct answer was a trash can.
I mean, I'm in there, so...
Next question. What color is the band in your hair?
Nipples, I mean, poop, I mean, boob, I mean, in my hair? The correct answer was...
The correct answer was red.
Oh, she does have a hair tie. The dinosaur turns her head to see it. But the back of her head turns along.
Next question. What's the first thing you ever said to me?
I tried to say my name, which was...
Wait, you remember? I thought I was the only one who thought that was a special moment.
Of course, I still remember. They lock eyes for a moment, slowing down time.
Next question. What's on the necklace of the man in the waiting room?
What's on Hunk's necklace? Does Hunk have a necklace? I guess so. I was distracted by, something.
That is not correct, but maybe it's a good thing you kept your distance.
You love his design? Hornball. But actually, the dinosaur just never noticed Hunk's chain because of his super hot pants. Super? Whatever. Short hot pants.
Next question. What color are my eyes?
Penis, I mean, six-pack, I mean, fuck. I'm pretty sure his eyes are green. Or not, maybe.
Unfortunately, that's the wrong answer.
That was a bit of a lame question. If you want me to know that, he could have worn my eyes are up here shirt. I was wrong? Let me see them. The dinosaur looks deep into Leon's eyes. For a moment, they forget what they're doing. Public reminder not to date your therapist. Actually, you know what? Fuck that. Date your therapist if you want to, but any therapist who dates a patient is a absolute asshole. Get a new therapist. Which is ironic because it's a memory test.
Well, do you happen to know what the color of my belt is?
I can't seem to remember very well. Is it okay to feel it to refresh my memory?
What am I, Braille text?
Also, it's brown. I mean, to be fair, I would have guessed that.
No, I'm just kidding. Sure you can.
The dinosaur gently slides her hand over his 10-pack down towards his belt. She still has her eyes closed. After all, this is a serious psychological test. I already remember, she says, chuckling, after feeling around for about 6 minutes. Leopard print. The dinosaur deliberately gives the wrong answer. Oopsie. Maybe I should just feel again then. Again, she slowly slides her hand towards Leon's belt. This time up via his thigh. Until she suddenly feels his hard knob and grips it. Is he grabbing a door? Okay,
What are you doing? Oh, by the way, before I forget.
He is a knob. Like, touching any of him would be grabbing his knob.
What was the number I asked you to remember at the beginning of this test?
Huh? It was 1983, obviously.
That's right, you can't be fooled, can you?
I have a good heel for numbers. He says to the dinosaur, who just accidentally sucked a door handle. I'd suck a door handle for 5 subs.
Geez, you answered 5 of the 13 questions correctly. Your memory seems to be performing below average indeed.
No fair, most people probably have like 1,000 chat people to help. That must be because that must indeed be due to stress, not because I'm simple.
Anyway, I'm proud of you for giving it a shot to Dinosaur. I suggest you take it easy for the rest of the day.
I will. Thanks, Leon. The dinosaur's about to get up to go home, but changes her mind. Oh, and Leon, I've been thinking about what you said, by the way. About opening my heart to the possibility of love. And I think I've been open to this the day I first came here. Leon nods at her kindly.
That's good to hear.
The dinosaur winks at him as she walks towards the exit. Well, see you next week, the doctor.
Well, see you next week, doctor.
Leon says with a mocking tone. Fuck you, Leon.
Sorry, I had a bad night of sleep.
There's no Robson in the bedroom. I can't sleep, Mr. Robson. She stares at the ceiling as she lies on her back in bed. The spot next to her where Mr. Robson used to lie feels cold. It's so incredibly quiet and cold without you. She feels tears well up behind her eyes. I miss you so much. If only I didn't feel so alone. All right, the questions. She sighs when she feels her phone vibrating next to her. It's a message from the unknown number. The message contains another mysterious question. Incidentally, now we know that the number must not be Hunk's because we have Hunk's number. Unless it's a burner, of course. Which of the following qualities do you care about least in a potential partner? The least? She decides to answer, if only to distract her mind. Which of these following questions? Ooh. I think for me it's between... No, it's definitely grammatical errors. Like, don't get me wrong, how you look is very subjective. I think that there's legitimately someone who is attractive. Someone finds every body type attractive. And I'm not that picky. I mean, how picky can a foot be after all? But I like to see that people take care of themselves a little bit. And so that can matter. Like, stained shirts are an issue to me. If you consider smell part of appearance, right? Other factors. I'm really bothered by arrogance. I'm really bothered by jealousy. Grammatical errors. Language is just used to communicate. Couldn't be bothered less. So, message sent. I feel like this is going to be largely true. When thinking about potential partners, her thoughts wander back to Hunk and Leon. I can't even think of one negative quality between the two, besides that they're both stupid. She snaps out of her wandering thoughts, and also pretty insensitive, though Hunk at least is... Maybe Hunk is too sensitive. When a second message arrives... Huh? Did you know... Oh, sorry, this... Siri voice? Did you know that this is what... Did you know that this is what other people think? Arrogance, 14.0%. Jealousy, 13.4%. Grammatical errors, 56.5%. Unattractive appearance, 16.0%. Really? With a deep sigh, the dinosaur flops back onto her bed and thinks about what Hunk said to her today. He was right. During therapy, I felt much better than how I feel now that I'm sitting here alone with my thoughts. Also, the way therapy might be the most social interaction that the dinosaur gets. I'm going to need to refill my water bottle at the hour break. I'm glad that he persuaded me to make another appointment for next week. That reminds me. His number! He gave me his phone number, Robson. A feeling of unease comes over her when she holds Hunk's phone number next to the unknown number. A shiver runs down her nicely shaped thighs. 1. The first digit of Hunk's number. 1. The first digit of the unknown number. Both numbers start with the same digit. This doesn't look good at all. Are there other countries with the beginning of the area code starting in 1? Probably, right? There's like 1 million countries. To build up some more tension. Do I have a good gloom face? I don't think I have any shadow expression. I need to fix that. She stares at the 2 phone numbers in shock. And then she sees it. Oh, it's a different number. What a relief. Maybe I should send him a message. But do I really dare to? He did say he doesn't mind after all. Alright, chat. What do you guys think? Do we message him or not? Play hard to get? Choices. Who am I kidding? We're desperate. But then, just as her finger hovers over the keyboard, she drops her phone on bed next to her. It simply doesn't feel right. I only just lost Robson, and I'm already trying to replace his presence. Don't replace your pets with a boyfriend. Like, don't replace boyfriends with a pet, but definitely don't go boyfriend hunting to replace a pet. That sounds very unhealthy, just saying. Only a monster would do that. And even though I know he would encourage me because he is sweet and just wants me to be happy, it just doesn't feel right. The dinosaur places her hand on the cold spot where Mr. Robson used to be and closes her eyes. Good night, Mr. Robson.
Meow.
Next week is going to be another tense week. Just as she's starting to drift off, she hears something zooming past her ears. Huh? Her eyes pop wide open. She recognizes the sound immediately. The living nightmare of every person that's trying to sleep. A mosquito! You must be kidding me! Frightened, she tries to look around the darkness of her room, but in vain. Please, not tonight. Then suddenly a sneaky voice appears next to her ear. What are we about to see? She swipes her hand across her ear in an attempt to swat the mosquito away.
Do you really think you can hit me?
The mosquito demonstrates its speed by flying to her other ear within a second and starts whispering again. Please just go away.
All right, but first I need some blood.
Oh no, I have to hit him before he manages to penetrate my skin. Gotcha! She looks at her hand, but the mosquito's gone.
You fool! Do you really think it would be that easy?
Take this! Shit, I missed! Ouch! My perfect skin!
It won't be long now before I get through your skin.
I have to hit him!
Waiter, please, can I have another one of those?
Cringe, dude. Gotcha, bitch. Hit. No, how are you doing this? In shock, the mosquito wipes some blood from the corner of its mouth, starts trying to collect itself again. This is a tough mosquito, holy shit.
It seems I'll have to move even faster.
Huh? Whoo, not fast enough, bitch! Gotcha, just one more time! The impact makes the mosquito almost spin to the floor.
Nani? That speed. How is it possible? How dare you hit me? You will regret this!
Huh? Is it gonna come? Ha! Ha! Loud slap echoes through the room, followed by cold silence. The buzzing has stopped. Silence has returned. But then the proud smile on the dinosaur's face fades and is replaced by some guilt. Poor little thing. But at least I can sleep in peace now, I guess. Her cheeks look as if made of salmonella pudding as she bends over towards her nightlight to put it out. With a deep sigh, she flops back onto her bed to finally relax. Wait, what was that? Before she can register what it was, she hears a deafening bang next to her ear. Her earlobe is still waving because of the speed that just flew past her ear. Huh? But that's impossible!
Did you really think you could hit me?
But how is this possible? I hit you!
You fool! This wasn't even close to my full strength.
The mosquito tenses all its muscles, and the veins in its neck start to throb. Then he screams as loud as he can. What's happening? With a thunderous roar, the mosquito collects all his ki. The glass in the window frame starts to shake, and the lamp almost falls off her bedside table. Kuso, his power level. I've never felt something this strong before. When the mosquito stops screaming, it no longer looks the same.
Behold, my final form. You weak, pathetic fool.
Suddenly his voice is right next to her ear. Uh-huh? How? He moves so fast. I didn't even see it move to my ear.
It's supper time, bitch.
Gotcha now. Also, it went from the wrong direction. The dinosaur slowly turns her hand and sees a mosquito crumpled inside. With the last twitch of his wing, he tries to look up at her. He coughs several times. It sounds more painful with every cough.
Not bad.
He coughs again as his eyes almost close. It's hard to watch. Please,
hold me in front of the window.
His voice trembles weakly.
I would like to see the sunrise one more time. Before I'm drawn into the last light at the end of the tunnel.
It's literally 12 o'clock at night. Coughing once more, he coughs up blood. A grin appears on his face.
It seems I'm tasting blood tonight after all. Never thought it would be my own blood. Ironic in a way. The same mouth that tasted so much life in the blood of others is now experiencing that blood. That blood can also taste like the bitter end. I hope you know I'm proud of you, the dinosaur.
The dinosaur uses a tissue to wipe away the mosquito and looks at the clock, irritated. Damn, and I have to get up so early tomorrow, too. After throwing away the tissue, she falls back into bed to finally enjoy her night's sleep. I kind of want to see what happens if I just let him win. If I let him suck me, you know? As the dinosaur walks into the waiting room, she already sees Hunk doing push-ups to help his muscles and veins pop. He's such a nerd. When he hears her approaching, he looks up with a concerned look.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing a lot better, but it's still difficult. It's been 2 weeks now, but Mr. Robson's absence is still hard to get used to.
I understand, but I'm glad to see you back here.
Me too. It's nice to have some distraction, she says while looking at his nipples. It warms a dinosaur's prehistoric heart, knowing that Hunk came earlier to comfort her. Thanks again for the pep talk last week. A modest smile appears on his charming face. But how are you? What's new?
I'm sitting in a waiting room, an hour before my own appointment starts. Does it look like I have much going on?
How? She thinks it's funny because he's attractive.
Nah, I'm just messing with you. I'm trying to figure out the following thing. He gestures to his phone. On his
Screen. On his screen, she sees an app in which he's completing a profile. The dinosaur gasps for breath. Is that, a dating app?
Yeah, I thought maybe it's time I should give it a try, right? It's pretty lonely like this, with only 9 ants. So I'm trying to figure out this profile setup thing. But I don't understand it at all, man.
The dinosaur tries to hide her surprise. She didn't see this coming. Wait, dating profile? But, I thought that there was a chance that, we... How could I be so stupid to think that someone like him could like me? A monster like me? Who even likes gigantic breasts, round buttocks, sultry lips, an hourglass figure, no gag reflex, and salamander tail that can fall off in case of danger anyway? Meanwhile, Hunk is still clumsily scrolling on his phone.
So now I'm trying to decide on a profile picture, but I can't choose between these 2 photos.
Can I see?
Don't laugh, please.
He hands over his phone. The dinosaur looks at the selection of photos on his phone. She gasps as her cheeks start to feel warm. He is barely dressed in the photos. When she counts his abdominal muscles, she concludes that it must at least be a 6-pack. Damn, son. But wait a minute. She looks at the 2 photos again as she holds them next to each other. But these are the same photo, right?
They look very similar, that's true. But there are some small differences. 10 differences to be precise.
Oh god, it's one of these again. The ants one was really hard.
So I'm still unsure which of the 2 I think is better.
With squinted eyes, the dinosaur stares at the photo to see if she can spot 10 differences. Guys, I'm gonna need your help. I need you to focus up, guys, okay? Get your game faces on. Cause the ants sucked. Hey look, it's an ant. The way I'm tempted to just start clicking randomly. I like the muscle bird. Something's different here. The way that I literally only found one again? This game's ridiculous. I still can't see the differences. From Hunk's perspective, the dinosaur has been staring silently at the photos for minutes now, and is a bit creeped out.
It's okay. It really doesn't matter that much.
As she speaks, she notices that there's a bit of a jealous tone in her voice. She knows there's no reason to be rude, but she couldn't help it. Then she pulls herself together. I don't think you could look bad in a photo anyway, even if you tried.
That's nice of you, you old ass kisser.
I mean, if you're into it. He enthusiastically nudges her in the most platonic way ever. Her breasts jiggle a little because they are huge. Is he really going to date? I thought maybe we had a connection. You know me, ass kisser supreme. While she's forcefully imitating the sound of an ass being kissed, she wonders whether she should tell him. But she's too scared. Too afraid of being rejected. Too afraid to expose herself as a prehistoric creature. And besides, it's quite difficult to make a serious transition from making ass-kissing sounds to possibly declaring your love.
Yeah, that really is what an anus being kissed sounds like. Well, I guess I'm picking the right photo then. Thanks for your help anyway. I feel like you always have my back. Well then, I'm going to upload the photo on my brand new dating profile now, and therefore completing it.
His manly finger floats towards the publish button on his phone in slow motion.
So I can date other people.
Should I stop him? This might be my last chance to share with him that I think we can have a connection.
Or should I add to my description that I am really very desperate? Nah.
His finger hovers closer and closer above the Creating Dating Profile button. But he certainly doesn't like me, otherwise he wouldn't be looking for someone else, right? With his finger now hanging a few millimeters above the button, it should now be any moment that you press the button.
Everything does go a lot slower in slow motion, don't you think?
But if I don't do it now, it may possibly never happen. Then I'll never know if there's a possibility. Maybe it's time for me to stop being a coward and do what Dr. Leon said. To open my heart and find love. Okay, can't click on the...
Oh, what did you say?
Oh, sorry, that was supposed to be a thought bubble.
No problem.
It's now or never. What am I going to do? Tell him that you might feel something for him? Or maybe it's better to just be alone. I mean, the other option's dating Leon, so to fuck with that. Before she can even say anything at all, the door to Dr. Leon's office swings open. The fucking clam jammer again! Every fucking time, I swear to God. I'm gonna crash out, dude. I'm crashing out, okay.
The dinosaur with big tits, you're up. Already? Time always flies when I'm talking to you. Thanks. Some speculate that this is because of my very entertaining personality. I wasn't talking to you.
While the men discuss their wacky misunderstanding, the dinosaur stands there somewhat bewildered. she miss her chance? Back in the office.
Good morning, Dinosaur. Please take a seat. How are you this week?
Her thoughts wander as she absently takes a seat. Because of this, she does not realize that she is ignoring Leon. Her thoughts wander. But there's not much going on up there. A smirk appears on Leon's face.
If you don't want to answer me, that's fine too.
She snaps out of her sinful thoughts. Oh, I'm sorry. I totally missed your question.
I asked, what do you think is the most important quality in a potential partner?
Huh? Why is he asking that? What do I think is the most important quality in a potential partner? I want to say reliability or caring, but dominant? One of these answers is not like the other. Dominant, I think.
Interesting. Unfortunately, I am a massive bottom. Did you know that this is what other people think? Reliability, 20.9%, honesty, 32.3%, caring, 21.6%, and dominant, 25.2%.
It's interesting to me that dominant's the second, or at least not that interesting. But I'm kind of surprised that honest. I guess I get it. Maybe it's just me. I feel like everyone says honesty is the most important, and there's something to that. Also, hi Minx. But I would rather somebody lie to me than not care about me, you know? Anyway, and it's really hard to deal with people who aren't reliable, but I could deal with that one. Very impressive he knows those statistics by heart. And what about you?
Huh?
What do you think is most important? Massive jugs, maybe? Wobble wobble?
I guess also dominant, yeah.
So we're on the same page, Swoon. That's not how that works. You guys can't both be dominant. I mean, you can switch, but like, it's fine.
But enough about me. Let's focus on you. Today I would like to do a general health test. After all, a lot of stress can lead to various physical ailments. This is why I would like to check your current physical condition.
Oh, it's bad.
I can do this by taking a swab from your throat with my finger.
Before he can even finish his sentence, the dinosaur interrupts him. Ah! Bring on that finger. Don't put your finger in the mouth of dinosaurs, kids.
Oh, okay. Please open your mouth so I can try to collect a juice sample from the back of your throat.
Wait, from the back of my throat? Oh no! Maybe I spoke too soon. If he collects a swab from the back of my throat, he might discover that I'm a huge carnivore that could grow up to 14 meters long and weigh 8 tons. A dinosaur. Because I don't have a gag reflex.
Don't worry at all. It's a piece of cake.
True story. It's not reported enough, but we can tell from the vocal boxes and various fossils that most dinosaurs just didn't have gag reflexes. Although she's nervous about the whole big secret she's a dinosaur thing, she's conflicted with another thought, because she can not deny that she would like to have Leon's thick, hairy finger down her throat. Ew.
Are you ready?
Nope.
Well, then you figure it out.
It closed the game on me! Oh, that was unanticipated. The game fucking closed itself on me. What do I do with that?
She is so alone, dinosaur with double D's. 160 million years or so.
It asks, are you ready? And if you say no, it's like, come back when you are, bitch. I need to reconnect the Twitch account? Oh my god. Double D's.
She is so alone, only wants to find love, but don't you see?
You know what? We have an ad break coming in 1 minute, so I think that this is a good time that we take a little break, do a stand and stretch. God knows I need it. We'll be back. We'll do at least a couple more weeks. Do I just stay on this screen? Nah, that's sussy. So we'll be here for a second. Good a place for ads to happen as any. If you don't feel like seeing ads, use an ad blocker, get a sub, do some other thing. Just don't click away, because after the ads, we'll get an hour uninterrupted, just you and me, and a dinosaur with double D's, and Leon, and maybe Hunk. Anyway, here's those ads now. I'm gonna refill my water bottle. I'll be right back.
She is so alone, dinosaur with double D's. 160 million years or so, double D's. She is so alone, dinosaur with double D's. Will she find love or die alone? Double D's. She is so alone, only wants to find love, but don't you see that you're so afraid he will let her go just when he sees that she is just a dinosaur with double D's. She is so alone, dinosaur with double D's.
I wish I had more coffee, but I don't, so we're just drinking water.
Double D's. She is so alone, dinosaur with double D's. Will she find love or die alone? Double D's. She is so alone, only wants to find love, but don't you see that she's so afraid he will let her go just when he sees that she is just a dinosaur with double D's. She is so alone, dinosaur with double D's. 160 million years or so, double D's. She is so alone, dinosaur with double D's. Will she find love or die alone? Double D's. She is so alone, only wants to find love, but don't you see that she's so afraid he will let her go just when he sees that she is just a dinosaur with double D's.
Right. Ad's over and I'm back. So let's continue. Frickin' Leon. Kicking me out of his office because I wasn't ready. Am I ready? You know it. The dinosaur opens her mouth. As Leon's finger approaches, she noticed that it's above average in size. Nice. Nice. What the fuck? I'm not okay with this. How far into the throat do you need to go, Leon? I hate this kind of game.
Let's see, there must be something usable around here somewhere.
Carefully pushes his finger a little faster into her throat. Can I get a health refill, please? Because apparently I am not a gamer foot.
Let's see, just a little deeper.
The dinosaur's eyes slowly disappear into the back of her head. Well, that didn't take long. A wave of goosebumps glides over the dinosaur's back, causing her to accidentally grit her sharp teeth. Wait, with Leon's hand inside? As a result, she accidentally bites Leon's finger.
Ah, what the fuck?
Leon recoils in fear. His entire arm, slides out of her mouth like a wildebeest's calf at birth. Oopsie. While Dr. Leon looks at his finger, he sees that he's collected some dinosaur mud under his nail anyway.
Are you okay?
So here's the real question. Do we flirt? or try to be funny. Meanwhile, I'm gonna eat a little bit of cookie because I'm hungry. I think we should see if he wants to go for round 2. Are you sure you have everything?
Yeah.
He holds up his slimy finger.
Okay, I put the sample into one of those pregnancy-like tests.
What now? What now?
So in a few minutes, it should tell us if something is super serious. If something super serious is wrong or not. I must say, I am very impressed. Your throat depth. This would be a great talent in some, specific industries. The sword swallower industry, for example.
The dinosaur is feeling relieved. Not only because Leon, for some reason, doesn't seem to find her lack of gag reflex weird at all, but also because he had washed his hands beforehand. As Leon smiles friendly at the dinosaur, his eyes fall on the test results.
Oh, the results are in.
His friendly smile turns into that of a professional as he examines the results.
Let's see. I have good news and I have bad news. Which one do you want first?
Which one do I want first? The bad news.
The bad news is I'm a liar. There's only good news. You are in perfect health. But it seems that you have a lack of physical exercise in your life. So you'll have to work on that somehow.
More physical exercise. Still drunk on the adrenaline from the intimate test just now, she looked at Leon with blushing cheeks. I really enjoyed this physical test, Leon.
It's not my fault.
What the hell am I saying? I'm normally never like this, Teehee. Can't you think of another way to get physical next week?
Well,
He almost stumbles over his words.
physical exercise is what you seem to need.
The dinosaur dabs.
Oh, and by the way,
Leon takes a professional-looking business card from his drawers.
here, my phone number. If you start to feel worse, or you just want to talk about something, you can always contact me.
The dinosaur smiles shyly. Wow, does he give this to anyone without a gag reflex?
It was good to see you again.
Pleasure doing business, Doctor. The dinosaur flicks a coin in his direction as a tip. See you next week. Remember what I said about that test. When she gets up, she intensely maintains eye contact and considers licking her lips sensually. This distraction causes her to hit her knee on the desk. The pain makes the entire situation awkward.
Are you okay?
The dinosaur says she's fine, even though it hurts a lot. But you can't really say that at a moment like this, because that would be even more humiliating. I'm fine. She gives a thumbs up, trying to not show that she can barely put weight on her knee as she struggles to leave the office. The dinosaur is lying in bed under the covers. But check this out, is completely naked. Mr. Robinson, I think I have a problem. I think I like them both. Leon really brings out the primal instincts in me. That test today, wow. I don't think my heart has raced this much since that meteorite. But with Hunk, I feel like I can talk about almost anything. He's such a sweetling. Which is really weird considering that with the therapist, you'd hope that it was like the opposite way around, but whatever. Do you think he has a match yet? But then the dinosaur gets startled when she receives a message from the unknown number. When she opens the message, she sees the following question. What is your biggest fear in a relationship? Oh, here we go again. I guess being abandoned? I don't even want to think about it. She receives another message. Did you know that this is what most other people think? Being abandoned, 20.8%. Being cheated on, 34.6%. Getting bored, 13.0%. Not being good enough, 31.6%. It's weird to me. I think most people are most worried about being cheated on. I wasn't surprised that that was the biggest answer. I think that a fear of being cheated on is an insecurity thing. Being abandoned too, obviously, but I don't know, it's just something that, like, it'd be awful, but I could move past it. Maybe I'm just a golden retriever. Not surprised that getting bored was low. Not being good enough. I guess that matches with my theory of people not being very secure. She sighs deeply as she falls back onto the bed. Huh? Another message? That's unusual. It's another message from the unknown number. As she hesitates to open the message, she sees a somewhat disturbing text. Thank you. I almost know enough. Next week it's time for the last question. Last question? The last question before what? She drops the back of her head on her pillow in defeat. The bed suddenly feels so huge without Robson's diamond hard body next to her. Then she's suddenly overwhelmed with loneliness. What do I do without you, Robson? It's such a pity the men never got to meet you. I wonder what that would have been like. Jesus, fuck, what is this drawing? I am not okay with this. Like, I get that Mr. Robson's... This is uncomfortable. Oh, the devil's sandwich. Wait a minute. She feels her phone in the palm of her hand. I could send one of the men a message. After all, they did indicate they wouldn't mind. But it's kind of late. Send Hunk a message. She hesitates for a moment before typing her message, but does it anyway. Hey, Hunk, are you still up? Her fingers shake a little as she presses send. Message sent. Immediately after the message is sent, she regrets it. What in the world am I doing? What if I bother him? What if I wake him up? What if he finds out that I'm a dinosaur that is warm-blooded and breathes using air sacs that continuously push fresh air through the lungs in one direction? Before she can finish her extensive description of a dinosaur, she feels her phone vibrate. It's interesting because that's the same description you could use for birds. Oh wait, that's because, obviously...
Hey, wait, dinosaur, is this you?
Yes, with Double D's winky face.
Nice. I was just thinking about you. Is something wrong?
I don't know. I just feel a little lonely. I hope I'm not disturbing you.
Well, it's a bit late to message me, don't you think?
Oh no, I was afraid of this. Oh, sorry.
No, I'm just kidding. Just. I did say you could always bother me. XD.
Facts.
What do you want to talk about?
Nothing specific, I was just looking for some distraction. Yeah, I use that as a euphemism too sometimes.
Uh-oh, I'm starting to feel performance pressure already.
The dinosaur's giggling. That's not necessary, because I have a question for you.
For me? Now I feel even more pressure to perform.
She notices that talking with Hunk immediately calms her down, like he's a human tranquilizer or something. Thought that it might not be connected. What should I ask Hunk? I mean, really there's only one option, right? What are you wearing right now?
I can't see because it's so dark. What about you?
I could tell you, but why don't I just show you?
Flexing, smile face.
What she's about to do now shocks her to the core. A chronically shy and subtle person like her? Has she ever felt comfortable like this with someone before? She points her phone at herself and poses sensually.
It's not my fault.
What am I going to send him? Explicit photos of nipples? Soles of her feet? Fins? Rectum? One of these, once again, is a little bit different than the others. Actually, a couple of them are. But I mean, obviously, there's only one choice for us, right? The dinosaur? David Kinger, what the fuck are you playing? The dinosaur poses to take a photo that would make many men shiver. Huh? What was that? But before there's even time to realize, Hunk sends another message.
Please. But before we are intimate like that, I'd like to ask you something first.
Sure, just ask.
Well, I'd rather do this in person, if you don't mind.
The dinosaur respects his respect for her. Of course, that's fine. What could he be talking about? Then I'll talk to you next week. Meet for coffee! Stop cucking yourself, you fuck. It's fine.
Deal.
Sleep well, hunk. By the way, I meant that like as the noun, not as in your name. But also sleep well, hunk. You know what? I'm gonna stop typing now. I'm so sorry. Good night.
Don't tell me what to do.
The dancer wondered if he was joking for the rest of the night. It's hard to sleep because of these exciting messages just now, man. I know. I've heard that counting sheep helps you sleep. Minigame? She looks up her favorite sheep video. Alright, this should probably help. « 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, oh shit, it's cheating now. I know it's in the 30s. How many sheep did you count? I think it's 39. That was the right answer. But because of the adrenaline high that the video caused, the dinosaur can't sleep at all. Boy, did that video backfire. The dinosaur stomps into the waiting room because she's a dinosaur. Her hips moving gracefully back and forth as she walks over and sees Hunk already sitting in the waiting room. After weeks, the dinosaur is finally feeling somewhat better and is looking forward to seeing Hunk again. Also, if his appointment is right after hers, why doesn't she wait after the meeting for him? When she sees Hunk sitting there, the dinosaur stares at his broad shoulders. She has large breasts, yada yada yada, you know the deal by now. When the dinosaur sits down, he looks at her nervously with a serious look on his face.
Dinosaur, can I talk to you for a moment?
The dinosaur looks at him like she's about to crack the most hilarious joke ever. Ta-da! Achievement unlocked. You're doing it right now. Although this is not a funny joke at all, it isn't the actual reason why Hunk isn't laughing. Huh? What's going on?
I should have been clearer with you.
Hunk says like someone who's still very unclear. Huh? What in the hell are you talking about?
My dating profile. In the end, I was never able to put it up.
Have you tried pushing the publish button?
It's not because I don't know how to do it, dinosaur. It's because I just did it to make you jealous.
To make me jealous? But why? He sighs deeply.
Because I was too scared. Afraid to be direct with you. Afraid to tell you how I really feel. Afraid to be rejected. But you deserve the truth.
Wait. Does he mean...
To be honest, I felt a connection with you since the first time I spoke to you. And I don't know if you feel it too, or that you're just going to laugh in my face, but...
The dinosaur is speechless. She didn't see this coming at all.
As scary as it is to be rejected, I have to ask you this. Okay, here goes. Do you want to go on a date with me?
The dinosaur's heart skips a beat. Did I hear that right? A date? But I thought he didn't want anything to do with me before. Yeah, that was before we almost sent him feet. And now all of a sudden he wants to go on a date with me? And what about Leon? All these thoughts chaotically run through her head like a colony of ants, while for Hunk it feels like an eternal silence. The dinosaur decided to give it a try. After all, it would be a shame never to explore whether there's any potential between them.
I'm speechless. Awesome. Oh, how about tonight? I know the perfect place.
Sounds good.
You don't have to arrange anything at all. I'll send you the details later. I'm so looking forward to it.
Hunk does a woohoo out of joy. The dinosaur giggles at this adorable sight. Don't forget to wear your skinny jeans, you skank. The door to Leon's office swings open, and Leon comes stumbling into the room as if he's from a sitcom.
The dinosaur with Slammer Whammers. It's time for your appointment.
Hunk still looks longingly at the dinosaur.
I'll see you tonight. Is that a threat?
What the fuck, Leon? Leon takes an intimidating fighting stance in self-defense.
I wasn't talking to you, Doctor. Oh, okay, but of course. Come in, the dinosaur.
The dinosaur is filled with confidence after interacting with Hunk. In fact, it makes her feel quite aroused. What the fuck? Still, she wonders if she should tell Leon about the date. Besides the fact that it has basically nothing to do with him, she wants to keep her options open. After all, she couldn't deny that she also has feelings for him. Carnal feelings.
Please sit down, the dinosaur. While I was eavesdropping on you guys just now, I couldn't help but overhear that you have a date with Hunk tonight.
Huh? He knows? Yeah, right. But it was all because he wasn't honest before. I mean, it was all because of a misunderstanding last week. Leon notices her slip of the tongue.
He wasn't honest. I told you to watch out for him.
It wasn't that big of a deal.
He looks down,
concerned for a moment.
Please, watch yourself. Use protection.
The only thing she currently is watching intensely is the half-bared photo of Leon on the bookshelf.
By the way, I've been thinking about what you asked me last week.
Leon looks into the dinosaur's eyes, deep and sultry. Leon's voice actually kills me.
When you asked me to prepare another physical test. And I think you're right. It's high time. We've been sitting still for weeks now. Just talking, playing stupid mind and brain games. We've danced along long enough. So, as you requested, I have prepared an intensive physical test for today.
He winks in a sexy way that would be creepy if he wasn't attractive.
If you know what I mean.
The dinosaur lets out a giggle. I know what I want you to mean. The dinosaur hopes it has something to do with his balls.
And I'm going to be real straight with you. It has something to do with my balls.
He makes a rock and roll sign with his hands.
How does that sound to you?
The dinosaur nods eagerly and desperately. Is this a dream? Is he really asking me this? I don't know if I've ever felt so comfortable with someone. For a moment, she seems to have forgotten about Hunk's state completely.
I don't want to be unsafe, so I suggest we use protection.
We're doing dodgeball. The dancer giggles. This is all happening so quickly. With his hairy hand, she sees him open a drawer in his desk that is normally locked. When she sees what he takes out, she accidentally lets out a sensual moan. His shin guards.
Welcome everyone to this great day of football. Today it's dinosaur
Wait,
versus
I don't know if I'm
Dr.
any
Leon.
good at this.
And as the whistle blows, we'll find out how this match will go, as there is some definite tension there between the two.
Don't worry, it's not as complicated as it seems. This is how it works.
Good God, it's more complicated. Okay. Arrows to move, shoot, tackle, jump. I'm gonna see if WASD works. And how does the offside roll work again?
The referee's about to blow his whistle. Here we go.
Brave defending by the player. Exceptional pass. Anticipation leading to the interception there.
No, no, no!
That's a very, very good slide tackle. Good attempt to kick the ball. Going for it. It's up.
Yo, that's a goal! Stand still to dance?
Stand a chance.
Hey,
That should have been a red card, but the referee says otherwise. And look at her go. And it's time for kickoff once again. That's dribbling there. Oh, it hits the post here. That's a good pass. Well done by the goalkeeper, but it's still in play. That's a nice tackle. Great work from the keeper.
wait, we got this?
Good pass. Somehow he's cut it in.
Yo, 2 goals for us, we're too good at this.
Proving once again that football is an art. Look at those moves. I think I'm falling in love. Great goal by a great woman and even greater moves. Look at her go. And it's time for kickoff once again.
I don't even see the ball.
Sliding tackle. Only 1 minute left on the clock.
I'm very tempted to just shoot it in for myself.
That's a nice tackle.
You know what? He can have a little bit of pity.
Anticipation leading to the interception there. And he goes for goal. Kept it out somehow. He shoots. Missed the ball. That's a good ball. And there it is. Unbelievable goal. Nice technique as well. Wow. Look at those moves. I think I'm falling in love. And it's time for kickoff once again. Excellent ball control. And he shoots on goal. Not particularly, it's in.
Oh, he
And
cheats.
it's
Holy shit.
celebration time. And now it's time to celebrate. And it's time for kickoff once again. Good block. Exceptional pass. That's a good pass. The reactions there, the reflexes were absolutely top notch.
It's gonna be a tie. God damn it.
He really is a pass master. And that's
Well, I
the
mean,
final whistle. What a
Dr.
match.
Leon's going to take the
Thanks for
victory. He's just
watching,
gonna
everyone.
declare
Let's
it for
go back
himself.
to
I
the
can already
office.
feel it.
Draw! What a match! Impressive stamina and wonderful shapes.
When he says this, she notices that he's in his ultimate form when he's sweaty. The dinosaur spots a puddle of her own sweat on her seat. Oh dear, sorry, Leon. She reaches for some wipes on the desk to clean the chair.
Don't worry about it. I'll sniff that later. By the way, shouldn't you be hurrying to your date with Hunk?
What did he just say? My date with Hunk! Because they were having so much fun, she'd completely lost track of time. She looks at her phone and sees that she's already late. Oh dear. Chaotically, the dinosaur gathers all her things and storms out of Leon's office. A bit bummed out, Leon is left alone with the referee.
Yeah, I think I'm going to head out as well. Alright, man. See you later.
Yo, it's date time! The door of the restaurant swings open. With a lot of slapping noises, the dinosaur comes rushing in. Where is he? Is he already gone? She looks around but can't spot Hunk's noticeable bulge anywhere. Oh, no, I screwed up, didn't I? Just as she cinematically and dramatically turns around to go home, she hears a male voice roar.
Hey, the dino, I'm over here.
As she turns around, she sees him sitting there in her favorite outfit of his.
Are you blind or something?
She didn't see him right away because he was sitting still. Because he's a T-Rex.
It's so great to see you.
When the dinosaur walks towards him, he stands up to pull her chair out for her. But the dinosaur throws herself into his impressive arms to greet him. Her pungent football sweat football sweat smell fills his nose. I wasn't distracted. Sorry I'm late. His muscular arms wrap around her friendly boa constrictors.
No problem. I'm glad you're here. I just hope you don't mind that I already ordered something for us.
Already ordered? No problem at all. I'm as thirsty as a horse after all of the physical exertion with Leon. You idiot!
Physical with Leon?
Hunk mutters unintelligibly. In front of her is a large fancy drink with a small umbrella and a piece of fruit on the side to make it seem like it's more worth the price. Such luxury. Are you trying to get me drunk or something? She says teasingly as she takes a big swig. Hunk laughs while he is unsure whether she means it or not. While taking another sip, she looks around, fascinated. What a romantic place. I don't think I've ever been to such a fancy restaurant before. She's beaming as she looks around in amazement of the finished marble walls, the romantic colors of the decor, the golden arches on the wall. Then slightly nervously, Hunk clears his muscular throat.
Alright, here we go. What I wanted to ask about.
Good question. Where shall we start? What are your hobbies?
My hobbies? I'm obsessed with horror movies and horror games. The intensity, the tension, the jump scares. Do you also love jump scares?
Jump scares? Those unexpected scares? Wait, why do you ask about that? She takes another sip of her drink, somewhat tensely. Jump scares? Absolutely not.
Haha.
She sees Hunk completely light up when talking about his bloody passions.
Well, what I like most is the slow build-up that always seems to...
But then before he can finish his sentence, the lights of the restaurant go out. Huh? Hello? Why are the lights out? What was that? I'd better just wait in complete silence for the problem to be resolved. Hunk? Is someone behind me? The dinosaurs. Excuse me? The dinosaurs' iconic vulva sound fills up the silence in the room because of fear. Excuse me.
Oh, look, there's the light again. I got scared for a moment. Because someone once told me about acute blindness being a real thing once. One thing is certain. Now that I can see you again, I'm happier again.
What a creep.
Say, the dinosaur, can I ask you something personal?
Okie dokie. He cutely stammers for a moment.
Can I ask what your type is?
My blood type? Types like you. He laughs as she sees his cheek turn a little red. Can I ask you something personal too? Why are you visiting Leon anyway?
It's complicated.
This is a remix, the dinosaur says, mocking his stutter with a slightly tipsy tone. Look, she takes a big sip of her drink and notices she's starting to feel a little lightheaded. Well, then I guess we have choices. Play footsie? Dance. Oh. The dinosaur is going for it. Not what I never expected. Oopsies. What in the world am I doing now? It must be the alcohol. I'm a bit confused. Hunk is looking at her and then at the empty glass next to her.
You do realize that was a non-alcoholic drink, right? It was like literally a glass of orange juice.
They're having so much fun that they barely notice that the restaurant is about to close. Only when Hunk looks around and sees that they're the only ones left in the restaurant, he notices what time it is.
Wow, is it that late already?
He then hesitates for a moment, but gathers some self-confidence.
Am I wrong, or did this date go pretty well?
Invite him to come home with you, sober. Well, the fun doesn't have to stop. Would you maybe like to have a drink at my place?
Oh, yes. Sounds fun to me.
Jackpot. The dinosaur is thinking like a creep. But then she sees a little doubt pop up on his 10 out of 10 Metacritic score face.
But I don't think it's smart.
Huh? Since when is intelligence your thing?
It's just that I... Sorry. I have to go.
Hunk slips into his coat and promptly hurries away.
I'll talk to you soon, okay?
The dinosaur is left behind, somewhat bewildered. Huh? Was I being too direct again? Damn that orange juice! Like every night, she is so hot. Just look at her lying in bed. What a day. I'm still completely exhausted from the workout with Leon. How exciting was that? And boy, does he look good with a lick of sweat. She lets out a deep sigh. It's strange how things turned out with Hunk, though. I thought we were having a good time. Why did he leave so abruptly? Did I say something that would have let him know I'm a dinosaur, which scientists disagree about? Whether I can run given my heavy weight? The dinosaur stares at the ceiling, hoping to fall asleep. But she's not even close to feeling tired, man. Then suddenly, a brilliant but also exciting idea pops into her large skull. Maybe I should send him a message. She picks up her phone and leers at the screen mischievously. Go to sleep? Boring? Ooh. Tempting. Guys' opinions? Anything? The sooner I go to sleep, the sooner I can see those most moist boys again. I hear knocking. Does it make me a bad person that I'm looking forward to seeing them both? Dinosaur looks up because of the loud banging. That must be the neighbors because I was giggling so loudly during the nice phone conversation just now. The dinosaur jumps up when her phone suddenly vibrates menacingly in her attractive hands. For some reason, the vibration seems louder and more aggressive than normal. She sees a message from the unknown number pop up. What do you think is the... I can do it better, Siri. What do you think is the biggest turnoff in a potential partner? My biggest turnoff... Indifference. I think that would bother me, yeah. Did you know that this is what other people think? Laziness, 9.6%. Selfishness, 53... I mean, I like a selfish top, you know? Or bottom, 53.8%. Sloppiness, 9.3%. Indifference, 27.4%. Really? But then she's overwhelmed by the events of today and tiredness sets in. Time to sleep. Another message? Oh yeah, I almost forgot. That message from last week said something about the last day. When she opens the message, her pupils become tiny and her eyes spread wide open. What is this? On her phone, she sees a message with an even more threatening tone than before. Do you think you would notice if there was someone else in your home? right now? I mean, probably not. I'm pretty dumb. Suddenly she seems to hear some stumbling downstairs. She sits straight up and holds her breath tightly to listen if she hears anything else. Stay calm, the dinosaur. That must have been one of the classic house noises. She almost drops her phone when it vibrates again. Did you know that this is what most people think? Help me 100%. Please stop. As Dinosaur notices how fast she's breathing, she tries to calm herself down. Stay calm, the dinosaur. Everything is okay. Again, her phone vibrates. Another message? Please make it stop. When she opens the message, this time there's no question. No question, just a statement. I know enough. I have collected all of your information. The dinosaur could cry right now. What does that mean? What do you want from me? Please make it stop. Stop it! Wait a minute. When she reads the last message, she gasps for air. She can hardly believe what it says. What a deal. Thank you for answering all questions from our customer survey. The result of the survey shows that our most expensive all-in-one package with fastest fiber optic internet with more than 623 channels fits you best. Did you know that 99.9% of people are satisfied with full power net? Do you want to switch to full power net? Contact us via this number and receive a 20% discount. Be sure to ask quickly because this offer... She deletes the message. Well, that explains it. Annoying ads. The dinosaur blocks the number, thus ending this little storyline with complete satisfaction. Maybe I should have just Googled the number. Alright. And while I did just hit start, guess what? We gotta get going for the day. I said it was just gonna be a short stream. Let's see.
She is so alone, dinosaur with double D's.
We can just play this music, I guess, to end.
160 million years or so, double D's. She is so alone, dinosaur with double D's.
And I'll be back on Tuesday. I wanted to do it, there's a chance that we'll do a short stream on Friday, but I wouldn't count on it. You know how it is.
Only wants to find love, but don't you see?
So anyway,
So afraid he will let her go just when he sees that she is just a
that's going to be it for today. And guys, I'll see you on Tuesday. Yeah, have fun. Night-night. I lied about the music.
Where are you at? How much do you have? Okay.
Swap. Stay. Stay. Swap. 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 Stay. Oh, healers are down. We can wipe.
That's why. Don't go, Kimo.
As well healers are dead, we don't have this.